Hey, you must be my next client. Yeah, that's cool. Sorry if I'm a little sweaty. I just got a quick one in. Gotta get it in where you can fit it in. Welcome to our training center. It is so good to have you here. I know that it can be a little intimidating walking into one of these places, especially if you haven't been here before, even if you've been to other gyms in the past. How you feeling today? Yeah? Okay. Understood. I got you. Okay. All right. Well, my goal as a trainer is to meet you where you're at. So I will just kind of go through consultation with you today. We'll talk about some basic stuff and get you set up. I'll figure out where you're at now and where you want to go. And hopefully you'll find that I can help match that. Yeah? Okay. All right. So, it's warm in here today, huh? Okay. All right. Let me just pull out. I have a little worksheet that I go through with new clients. All right. Let's see. I see you got your water bottle with you. I love that. Hydration is definitely key, so keep that nearby. You have the fountain over there. You can always fill your water bottle up. It's super crispy and super cold. It's really nice during a long workout. So, okay. So let's start off by just talking about what brings you here. Okay, I got you. And so, have you had any kind of fitness routine in the past, or what's that look for you right now? Okay. All right. Just doing a couple things on your own, but trying to find something that is effective and that will work with your busy schedule, would you say? Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So some at-home stuff, but now you want to bring it into the gym, be a little bit more efficient, a little bit more effective. And do you play any sports? No. Okay. And are you doing any other kind of exercise, like walking or jogging, anything like that? Okay. All right. Yeah, getting some steps in. I like that. Cool. Okay. That's great. So that gives me a good baseline of kind of where you're at now, where you're looking to go with this. So are there any areas in particular that you want to improve on, like strength, flexibility, endurance? Okay, yeah. Now, listen, there are no wrong answers. So whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, I want you to be comfortable letting me know. And if you're like completely off base, I'll just tell you. But that sounds like a really good idea. I think that a lot of times people get too caught up in one or the other. They think they need to be really strong, and so they neglect their cardio fitness or their endurance. Or some people don't want to get bulky, and so they just do cardio and they neglect the strength, where really we need a good mix of both. We need to be prioritizing lean muscle mass, but also keeping our heart healthy. That'll keep us really strong and mobile as we age. Okay. Any particular obstacles that you've faced so far? I know that you mentioned your schedule being busy. How's your motivation? Okay. I get that. Yeah. It comes and goes. I feel like it gets easier as you make it more of a habit because you start realizing and putting together the positive effects that you get from just getting in a good workout. Yeah, okay. So motivation, any specific physical concerns or limitations? Okay, gotcha. All right, we'll keep that in mind. Okay, thanks for letting me know that. Okay, all right. Let's see, we have schedule, motivation, physical concerns. Let's see. Okay, thanks for sharing all that with me. That gives me a pretty clear picture about where we're at, where we want to go, levers that we can pull to get you there. I got a lot of tricks in my bag. I'm not going to throw them all at you first, right? I'm not going to overwhelm you. It sounds like really we just want to get you in here and get you moving, give you a smart routine that's going to make you feel good, make you feel healthy, and that'll keep you from any kind of injuries. Does that sound good? Okay. Is there anything else that you want to ask me about at this point, or anything that you want to know? Okay. Yeah. Cool. I like that. Just going with the flow. Yeah. And of course, there's a lot of things that you don't know right now. You don't need to know everything right now. If you trust me and you just kind of follow along with the process, I'll get you there. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of a plan creation for you. But first, let's do a few stretches together. I just want to show you a few simple mobility stretching kind of routines that you can do to get started. Okay? A lot of us spend a lot of time in front of the computer, hunched over a desk. Our shoulders are in a poor position, which affects our neck, it affects our back. I don't know if you experience headaches when that happens, but a lot of us hold a lot of tension and tightness in through here. So one thing that I recommend for almost everybody that I work with, as long as they're able, is to do some daily neck and shoulder stretches. And these can be done at your house without any equipment. I do have a band here that can help with some of the shoulder stuff, but I'm going to show you some stuff that you can do without any equipment at home. And then once we get into your specific exercise plan, I'm going to give you some more exercise-specific warm-ups to do once you get here to warm up for whatever body part you're working for the day. Sound good? Okay. These stretches for the neck you can do at any time of the day. I like to do them when I first get up in the morning, and if I've spent any prolonged time at my desk, I might take a few minutes, 5 minutes, maybe sometimes 10 minutes to do these stretches, but it doesn't have to be complicated. So with the neck, we have a few different directions we can go. I usually start by looking to the right-hand side. You want to hold that for a few seconds. Come back to the center, pause there for a second, and then go to the left. Center to the right. Center to the left. If you're finding that you have a lot of tightness, Don't force this. You will loosen up over time, but you can gently use a hand on your chin if you find it helpful to keep your neck in that position, if that's more comfortable for you. But again, I don't want you to be pushing or forcing or anything like that. So you got side to side. Now we're going to go up and down. So up, hold for a few seconds, to the middle, and then down, hold for a few seconds. Center, up for a few seconds. You should feel all of this stretching. Center, and then down. You should feel all this in the back stretching out. These are really good for your neck and for your shoulders. For each of these, you want to do about 10 times on each side. So you got side to side, you got up and down, and now we're going to tilt the neck to the right. Again, hold for a few seconds, let it go, come back to neutral, and then to this side, hold for a few seconds, back to center, and repeat that. Those are incredible for loosening up your neck, top of your shoulders, top of your back a little bit, even when you do this, okay? And for the shoulders, you can do some simple shoulder rolls where you're simply shrugging up and making nice, smooth circles, right? And this is like gym class. I'm sure you've done these before. And then after you do a nice cycle of those, you can do like 10 of them to start. You might work your way up to like 20 of them or something. I don't want you to shrug up too much, but you can kind of work on bringing these up like this here. Try to keep your neck nice and relaxed during this process. You don't want to be creating a bunch of tension while you're doing it. After you do the forward rolls, you can reverse it and do the backwards rolls. Really digging into that. Again, being really gentle, just opening up, just feeling a little bit of a stretch. Some people are going to be tighter than others. Some people's shoulder circles are going to be bigger, smaller, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay? The next one you're going to do is you're going to pull your arm across here. You're going to brace and kind of pull in with this arm here. And you're just going to pull your arm across your chest. You can bring your hand back here if you want to, or you can keep it straight. All you're doing here is you're pulling this shoulder forward. Do it slowly here. Keep your chest forward. A few seconds there. Release slowly. You can stretch out this way, and then you're going to go with this arm here. Good. Okay. And then there are some other stretches that you can do for your shoulder. Bring this arm behind you. Some people will be able to reach their hands in the back. Some people can't. My shoulders are a little bit different, where this side is a little tighter for me, and it makes it a lot harder. You can also use something like a towel. So you take this here, and then you grab it from the back here. And you'll find that when you first start, you're going to be really tight. This is going to be really challenging to do. And even now that I'm kind of cooled down a little bit, I can't get as much of a stretch. But as you do this, even in one session, so if I continue to stretch like that, again, not pushing anything, not forcing anything, we just want to slowly let our bodies stretch out. You'll find that by the end of your stretching session, you might be able to touch your fingers. You might not ever be able to touch your fingers. It might get easier. It always gets easier the more that you do it. But the point is that there's no trophies for who's the most flexible. Everybody's body is different. Everybody has different capabilities. So really the thing is noticing where you're starting from and noticing any small improvements that you are able to get along the way. Cool? Okay. And then I have this band here. This is one of many bands that we have. You can do something like this where you hold the band here and you pull it apart. This is good for stretching out your shoulders and also opening up your chest. You can also go overhead with this and bring it behind your head and back. There's a lot of different things that you can do with these exercise bands, and I'll show you more about these as we get deeper into your program. I don't do a ton of banded work, but I find that it's really good for warm-ups and other things that you might need assistance with. Okay. All right. I got the neck stretch. We got the shoulder rolls. You also know the side stretch and the forward bend and all that good stuff. I'm going to give you a paper with a lot of that stuff on it so that we don't have to spend a ton of time going through all that stuff. But neck stretch, shoulder rolls, those I think are the biggest movers for people who spend a lot of time sitting at a desk job like you are or at a computer. Cool? Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could incorporate the neck and the shoulder stretches into like a daily calmness or like breathing session or something like that. That'd be great. Yeah, I love that idea. Very cool. Okay. All right. Are you ready for your plan? Okay. Let's see. Get this off here. Okay. Blank page. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to base this on 7 days a week, okay? So, we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we're going for a nice, balanced approach, which I love. That's what I do for myself. That's what I recommend for a lot of people that I'm working with that aren't training for a specific sport or aren't going through a specific periodization of their training. Okay, so for the normal person, for the average person, whatever you want to call it, for most people, we don't need to be so specific with our training. We don't need to get caught up in the small details that a lot of people get weighed down with. Okay, what I want to do is have you start with 3 days of some form of cardio exercise per week. Okay, so I'm going to prescribe that for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay, so cardio Monday, cardio Wednesday, cardio on Friday. Cardio. Since you haven't been doing a lot recently, right? You've been doing good. Don't get me wrong. It sounds like you're on the path to eating pretty healthy. Sounds like you've been getting in about 5,000 steps a day. What I want you to do is simply focus on getting about 20 minutes of cardio in on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay? 20 minutes. It's simple. But this 20 minutes isn't just a leisurely walk. If you're going to go for a walk, I want you to really put some pace to it. You don't have to jog. You don't have to run. I just want you to feel like you're getting your heart rate up a little bit, okay? We can build up to jogging. We can build up to running. We can build up to 30 minutes a session. We can build up to 45 minutes a session. Right now, I just want you to get in 20 minutes. 20 minutes 3 times a week, okay? We will build that over the next month or so. So that is what's coming, but right now I just want to lay down a nice baseline, okay? So that can be brisk walking. That can be on one of the rowing machines. That can be on one of the incline treadmills if you want to do it here. Let's see. Rowing, incline. Some people like the ellipticals. Some people like the stair steppers. Whatever works for you, okay? I want this first week or two to feel so easy. I want you to get done with your 20-minute session and question whether you're actually doing anything good, okay? That's where I want you to be. I want you to ease into this, all right? Don't worry. We'll ramp it up eventually, but we're going to do it in slow increments that your fitness is going to follow you through it instead of going into it right away and just blasting yourself and getting discouraged because you're freaking beat up after a couple weeks, okay? I don't want to see you do that. I want you to get these workouts done. I just want you to check them off, okay? And then we'll work on building intensity over time. All right, so that's Monday, that's Wednesday, and that's Friday. On Tuesday and Thursday, so just 2 days a week, we're going to work on strength training. Strength. Yeah, boys. Okay. Strength training, resistance training, weight training, whatever you want to call it. We're going to get you strong. We're going to get you swole. But don't worry. I hear you. You don't want to get too bulky. Let me tell you some good news and some bad news. The good news for you is that it's really hard to get bulky, okay? A lot of these guys that you see walking around in here with big muscles who are jacked up, they have been putting in work for years, eating a ton of food, lifting a ton of weights, and some of them are still not even that impressive, right? I know, a little bit of shade, but it's really hard to get bulky. It's really hard to be jacked, okay? So really what we're doing with strength training with you, we're not trying to get you jacked. We're not trying to get you bulky. We're not trying to get you all broed out. We're just trying to get you strong because you want to have lean muscle tissue and be accruing as much of that as possible at your age so that you can carry that into the later years of your life so you can stay strong, so you can stay stable, so you can do things for yourself. Okay? All right. So, strength training. We have Tuesday, we have Thursday. Basically, we're going to keep this simple. We're going to split this into an upper body day and a lower body day. The lower body day will have a couple upper body exercises because, it's nicer to kind of split that up. But essentially, upper body and lower body. Okay? So we got Monday, cardio, then strength. Cardio, strength, cardio. These strength sessions are probably going to be about, 30 minutes each to start. Okay, 30, 20, 20, 30, 20. Those will probably get a little bit longer as we progress into the plan. But really my goal is to keep you at around 45 minutes. Some days maybe an hour for your workout, but that hour will include your warm-up, it'll include your main workout for the day, and any cool-down stretches, and we'll get you out the door, okay? Fitness doesn't have to be hard. Fitness doesn't have to take a ton of time in each of your days. So your strength days will be a little bit longer because you have a warm-up to prepare for that strength workout. Where your cardio, you can kind of just jump right into it and slowly ease your heart rate up. Make sense? Okay. But every one of these days, I want you to be doing a little bit of a warm-up. I want you to do your core work, and I want you to do a little bit of a cool down. Okay? And then Sundays and Saturdays, those are going to be easier days too. I'm going to ask you to do about 20 minutes on each of those days, something that feels restorative, something that helps you with your goal of flexibility. So this can be something like yoga, Pilates. It can be just general stretching. Maybe spend a little bit of time doing some breath work, maybe do a little meditation, something like that. Kind of mix it in. Make these days feel good. Take the time on these days, on all of these days, to think about time that you're investing in you. This is your time. This is time that you're carving out to take care of number one. Okay? So, on these weekend days, don't think of it as, oh, I gotta do a workout, or oh, I gotta do this thing that my trainer prescribed to me. Think about it in a positive way. Think about it as investing in future you. And start to notice you might have resistance before you do these things. Hell, I've been doing this for years, and still some days I have resistance, and I'm like, I don't want to do it today. I just don't really feel like it. But you know what? I know that after I do it, I'm probably going to feel so much better. So, even on the days where I really don't want to do it, and I'm throwing a temper tantrum like a toddler, I still get in there and do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try for about 10, 15 minutes. And if I still feel like crap, and I still feel like I don't want to do it, then I'll give up and I won't do it for that day. That's happened a few times where I've just decided, hey man, today's not the day. But most of the time, the majority of the time, the days that I don't feel like doing it and I start, I feel so much better afterwards. I show up better for my family, for my friends, for my work. That's what I want for you. I want you to take this time and know that you're doing a positive thing for yourself, that you're not doing this to torture yourself or doing this because you don't think you're good enough. I want you to do this for you because you know that you're capable of more, and you know that it will make you a brighter, more vibrant, more capable person now and into the later years of your life. That's what we do it for. Make sense? Okay. All right. So Sunday and Saturday, we're going to call those active recovery days or recovery, stretching, flexibility. Let's call them flex days. And not like boom, flex days, but like flexible days, like, working on your flexibility, working on, your mind, getting your mind ready for the week coming up. Okay. All right, so this is what it looks like so far. Sunday, which you have active recovery and flex, 20 minutes. Next day, 20 minutes of cardio, 30 minutes of strength, 20 minutes of cardio the next day, 30 minutes of strength the next day, 20 minutes of cardio, and then Saturday, ending the week, 20 minutes of recovery work. Does that sound good? Yeah, it's just a little bit of investment every day. Just carving out a little bit of time for you. Okay. All right, let's see. All right. So how's all that sound so far? Yeah? Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's not as much as you thought it was going to be. Yeah. That's the key. The key is more about consistency and showing up a little bit every day for yourself and then building on that over time. So showing up for yourself, taking care of yourself, you don't take days off. Your body doesn't just take a whole day off. So you can't take a whole day off showing up for yourself. But you also can't beat yourself up every day and train hard and go hard. It's all about staying motivated, staying consistent. Okay? Motivation. I'm going to be here for that if you need it. But really it has to come from inside. You have to know why you're doing it. And it sounds like you're in a place right now where you're ready to make that change for the better. Okay. All right. We covered a lot today. I don't want to overwhelm you too much. I'm going to give you some pamphlets and some handouts to take home with you. I'm going to give you a copy of the workout plan that I am prescribing for you. So you'll have that. You have my number. You can text me at any time if you have any questions, if you have any comments. It is highly encouraged that you text me. At least once a week. Just do a general check-in. Hey, this is what went well this week. Or this is what I'm having trouble with this week. Okay? This program has to be tailored for you, and it has to work for you. I can give you my ideas of what I think is the best, but really, like I said, I want to meet you where you're at. So if something's not working for you, if you think something could be better, if you're having difficulties, you have to let me know so that I can help you. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Yeah, okay. One more thing. Sleep. How's your sleep? Okay. Is that like all the time? Okay. Time you going to bed? And what time are you waking up? Okay. All right. So we're going to try to work on that a little bit too. Okay. Sleep is so important. Sleep is the time where your brain clears out all the craziness, files all the important stuff, and it's a time where your muscle is grown. It's a time where your body regains strength. Okay? So we can do all the work during the day. We can beat ourselves into the ground. But if we're not taking adequate time to sleep, reset, none of it's going to work. Okay? So we're going to work on your sleep a little bit. What I want to see is a little bit more consistency in the times that you're going to bed and the times that you're waking up. I think with a little bit of increased activity during the daytime, taking some time to clear your mind, being a little bit more mindful about your overall well-being, that will help with your sleep a lot. Yeah. Okay. So don't stress out about that too much, but a way to keep it in the back of your mind, maybe try to be a little bit more consistent with your sleep schedule, okay? All right. Again, that was a lot for today. This was awesome. I think we got a great plan going forward, and I'm really looking forward to working with you and seeing you progress and meet and even exceed the goals that you have for yourself. Sound good? Okay. All right. It was really good to meet you. I hope that you continue to do well, and I will see you again very soon. Okay? Peace.